Hello everybody, it is Trackside Productions here, and today I'm going to be talking about would I fix the 2026 Thomas range. So let's talk about it. So people have been expressing their disdain when it comes to the new 2026 Thomas range, saying that the faces look AI generated. And as I said in the last video, they clearly aren't because while yes, Mattel is experimenting with AI, it doesn't seem like it's going to focus on the Thomas range because, as one of the people at Mattel said in an interview, they're only going to be affecting the 13 plus toys. And people in my comment section are still saying that the faces still could be AI generated, which honestly is quite head scratcher for me. And I will die on the hill when I say I like how these toys look. I like how the face of the models look. I like how pretty much the entirety of the models look. Like, besides changing the coupling system, because the coupling system is kind of trash, but I'll get into that in a separate video. I'm just gonna say that I would not change anything about the new toys. Here's my reasoning. Let's take, for example, All Engines Go. When we first saw it, we hated it because it was a major deviation from the original source material. It was different from the original Thomas. It wasn't anything close to the original. The only thing that we had was that it was still a steam engine, but the style was completely different. But with the new 2026 range, we're closer to what the original Thomas looked like. We're closer to what the original series looked like. And people are still outraged because of the faces. And while the faces are admittedly not the best, it's better than having a style that completely deviates from the original Thomas. Like, I can understand people just being, outraged at the fact that that these faces don't look like the CGI series. And while I also say the CGI series is one of my favorite series of Thomas, it's also not okay to immediately bash the series because it's not to your proper liking. We should even be happy that they're going back to the same proportions that made the original Thomas, because it looks like the model proportions, despite the faces, look almost identical to the original Thomas toys that we used to have back in our childhood. Like, especially the motorized stuff. The motorized stuff actually looks, dare I say, better than the previous. And the diecast range is also really good. It's as good as, it's as good as Take and Play was back in the day. And feel free to disagree with me on this, but I feel like this Thomas range is going to be the best one we had in years. Minus the faces, the proportions on these, minus James in his entirety, it's still really good that we have these good of Thomas toys in the year of 2026 when we have re-releases of stuff from the 2020 leftover stock that they have. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you guys next time.